So, for example, they might be looking at what are some of the systems in their life or job that are making them fail in what they're actually trying to do. So, moving on, can you see that well enough? Yeah, because it's quite small, those little screenshots. I hope you can read those okay. And we're ultimately getting to what is keeping them up at night. That is what that deep fear and frustration is all about. So let's now we're building a better emotional picture of Richard. Yes, we know his outer world, but what's really going inside for him as a business owner? And so just to fill in that box, this is a little example. So he doesn't know how to set up Google Ads in detail. He's not able to find those reliable suppliers where he might choose to do third party or white label who he's working with. Of course, if you do that, you've then obviously not making as much profit in your business if you're going to go down that route. It's also difficult to find the latest information. Okay, Google's there, we can Google to our heart's content, but that can be superficial and it may not be actually accurate. So beyond a certain level for what he needs to deliver, he's not actually going to get that kind of in-depth learning that he needs to have. So that's his deep frustrations and fears as a little summary. Right, let's get to the lighter side, which is the wants and aspirations. What does he actually want to have? What does he want to have for himself? What does he want to aspire to? What is he hoping to get to his business, and how is he actually going to deliver that? Who are the people that he's surrounded by? Are they going to help to elevate him, or are they hindering him in some way? And ultimately, what is it that fulfills him and brings him contentment in his business? And we know as business owners, ultimately that ripples to our life, because it's taken a long time in business for me to realise business is not life. It's life first, business second, and it's getting that balance right and realising that actually the business is here to serve me. I'm not here to serve the business and be an employee of my own business. I'm here to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, and actually grow my business, and that's there to support me, not the other way around. So for Richard, what are we going to create? What would he really, really love? He'd love to be able to have some great resources that he can rely on and turn to when he needs to. He wants to become a trusted partner so that when he's working with his clients, they know that they are getting the best of the support, information, and ultimately results. Because the longer you can deliver results, the more you're going to retain your clients ultimately. And he wants to become that go-to expert as well. So at a certain level, he's already thinking, if he parked his fears and frustrations, he's thinking about he'd quite like to be a thought leader. He wants to be a lighthouse in his industry, the go-to place for what he actually does, which in turn will bring those recommendations and referrals as you elevate yourself. I'll give credit to Azair on this one. The work we do, the presentations, especially in the US and so on, that is helped our business to make all our lead inquiries be inbound. We don't go out selling. We wait for it to come to us. Now that's taken time and effort and consistency. It's putting out information consistently, but it ultimately is giving us those rewards, which means our marketing is a lot less expensive than going out and doing paid ads. And we will come to time versus money in a short while.